My fiance's best friend accidentally sent me a text meant for her. Did you tell him about Vegas yet? LOL. I responded. Vegas? Tell me more. What she confessed next made me cancel the wedding during her bachelorette party. I, 31 male, am sitting in what was supposed to be my honeymoon suite, alone, trying to process the last 48 hours. The wedding that was supposed to happen tomorrow? Cancelled. The 150 guests being notified by my sister as I typed this. And it all started with one text message. Let me back up. I've been with Qley, 29, for 4 years, engaged for 1. Our wedding was set for this Saturday. Everything was perfect. Venue booked, catering paid for, her dress fitted. She left Thursday for her bachelorette party weekend with her bridesmaids. Standard stuff. Friday afternoon, I'm at work when I get a text from her best friend's maid of honor, Jenna. Did you tell him about Vegas yet? LOL. I stared at it for a solid minute. Vegas? What about Vegas? Qley went to Vegas for a work conference 6 months ago. Came back talking about boring presentations and overpriced cocktails. Nothing worth a LOL or keeping secret. I could have texted Qley directly. Could have ignored it. But something in my gut said this was important, so I played along. Vegas? Tell me more. 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. Then wait, is this Qley? Your name shows up weird. It's Tom. You texted me instead of Qley. The dots appeared and disappeared for 5 straight minutes. Then my phone rang. Jenna. Tom, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I meant to text Qley. It's nothing, just an inside joke about her conference. Her voice was way too high, too nervous for an inside joke. Jenna, we're getting married tomorrow. If there's something I should know about Vegas, now's the time. It's really not my place. My place is at the altar tomorrow. Should I be there or not? Long silence. Then, can we meet? I can't do this over the phone. She was at a coffee shop downtown, having ducked out of the bachelorette party prep. When I arrived, she looked like she'd been crying. I've been telling Qley she needs to come clean for months, she started. The guilt's been eating at me. What happened in Vegas, Jenna? She took a deep breath. It wasn't a work conference. Well, it was, but she extended her stay. Met up with her ex, Dimitri, the one from college. My stomach dropped. Dimitri, the guy she dated for 3 years before me. The one she said was ancient history. They hooked up? No. Worse. She pulled out her phone, showed me a photo. Qley in a white dress, not a wedding dress, but white nonetheless, standing next to Dimitri at what was clearly a chapel. They got married. I couldn't speak, couldn't breathe. It was supposed to be a joke, Jenna continued frantically. They were drunk, thought it would be funny to see if they could actually do it. But it was legal. Real. She came back and hired a lawyer to get it annulled quietly. Said it was handled. But Tom? I don't think she ever filed the papers. You're telling me my fiancé is already married? I told her to tell you 100 times. She said the annulment would go through before your wedding, that you'd never need to know. But last week she mentioned the lawyer wanted more money to expedite it, and she was just going to deal with it after your wedding. After our wedding. She loves you, Tom. It was just a stupid mistake. I stood up. Where's the bachelorette party? The Ritz downtown. Tom, please don't. But I was already gone. Update 1. So I drove straight to the Ritz. Not angry speeding, not reckless. Just determined. I needed answers, and I needed them from Qley, not secondhand from Jenna. The bachelorette party was in full swing in their suite. I could hear them from the hallway. Music, laughter, the works. I knocked. Qley's sister Tori answered, champagne glass in hand. Tom, you can't be here. No boys allowed. She was clearly tipsy, giggling. I need to talk to Qley. Now. Something in my voice must have cut through the party fog because she stopped laughing. Is everything okay? Qley appeared behind her, wearing a bride-to-be sash and tiara. Her face went from confused to concerned to absolutely white when she saw my expression. Tom? What are you doing here? We need to talk. Privately. The room had gone quiet. 8 women in matching team bride shirts staring at us. Qley tried to play it cool. Babe, whatever it is can wait until after. Vegas. Dimitri, chapel. The champagne glass in her hand shook. I don't know what you're... Jenna told me, all of it. You could hear a pin drop. Then Qley turned on Jenna with pure rage. You told him? You promised. That's when I knew it was all true. Not that I doubted Jenna, but hearing Qley confirm it. Everyone out, I said. Now, you can't kick us out. Tori protested. We paid for this room. Actually, I paid for it, I said. Check the reservation, my credit card, so yes, everyone out. They filed out slowly, shooting me dirty looks, except Jenna, who mouthed, I'm sorry, as she left. When we were alone, Qley tried damage control. Tears, explanations, justifications. The greatest hits? It meant nothing. I was drunk. The annulment is almost finalized. I didn't tell you because I didn't want to hurt you. My favorite, it's not technically cheating because we weren't engaged yet. Qley, you're legally married to another man. Tomorrow, if we went through with this, our wedding would be invalid. I'd be committing bigamy. No one would know. I would know, and apparently, so would all your bridesmaids. That's when she switched tactics. Got angry. This is so typical of you, Tom. Making a big deal out of nothing. It's just paperwork. Just paperwork? It's a marriage. That I'm fixing. God, why can't you just trust me? The audacity. The absolute audacity. Trust you. You've been lying to me for 6 months, every day. Every time we talked about our wedding, our future, you were already married to someone else. I'm getting it annulled. When? Soon. You told Jenna you were waiting until after our wedding. Why? She went quiet. Then, in a small voice, the lawyer wanted $3,000 to expedite it. I figured we'd be married anyway, so what's a few more weeks? You were going to let me marry you illegally to save $3,000? When you say it like that, get out. What? Get your things and get out. The wedding's off. She laughed. Actually laughed. You're not serious. The wedding is tomorrow. People are flying in. We can't cancel over this. Watch me. Tom, please. Think about the deposits, the guests, my parents. Your parents? Did they know too? Her silence was answer enough. Unbelievable. Get out, Qley. Now. She started sobbing then. Real tears, not manipulation tears. Where am I supposed to go? I don't care. Dimitri's house? Your parents who apparently knew you were committing fraud? Just not here. She packed her stuff while alternating between crying and screaming at me. Choice quotes, you're ruining my life over a technicality. Everyone's gonna think I'm a joke. My dress cost $5,000. You're being completely unreasonable. As she was leaving, she turned back one last time. We can still fix this. Get married next month after the papers are filed. Please, Tom. Qley, you don't get it. It's not about the paperwork. It's about the 6 months of lies. The fact that you were willing to let me commit a crime rather than tell me the truth. The fact that everyone in your bridal party knew except me. I was protecting you. No, you were protecting yourself. Goodbye, Qley. Update 2. The fallout has been intense. Saturday morning, what should have been my wedding day. I woke up to my phone exploding. Qley had done damage control overnight, and her version of events was creative. According to her Facebook post, which my sister screenshotted before I blocked Qley, devastated to announce that Tom has cold feet and canceled our wedding last minute. I'm heartbroken but wish him the best in finding himself. Cold feet. Finding myself. Not a word about Vegas or Dimitri. My phone started ringing off the hook. Her parents first. Her dad. Tom? What's this nonsense about canceling? Qley's beside herself. Did she tell you why I canceled? She said you got scared about commitment. Did she mention she's married to Dimitri? Silence. Then, that's being handled. You knew? It's not a big deal, Tom. Young people make mistakes. Sir, with all due respect, your daughter was about to let me commit bigamy. That's a crime. Don't be dramatic. No one would have known. I hung up. Then came the flying monkeys, her friends, cousins, random acquaintances. My phone was unusable. But the best one was from Dimitri himself. Hey man, heard you and Kay broke up. Sorry to hear that. BW, did she ever get those papers signed? My fiancé's getting antsy about us setting a date. This was engaged while still married to Qley. I couldn't help myself. Nope, your wife hasn't filed anything. Good luck with your wedding planning though. He called immediately. What do you mean she hasn't filed? She said it was done months ago. Welcome to the club, buddy. She lied to both of us. That's when I learned the full story. Dimitri had been trying to get married to his girlfriend of 2 years. Qley kept saying the annulment was in process, but never provided proof. He'd been too embarrassed to push it because his fiancée didn't know about the Vegas wedding. We compared notes. She told him the same story about the lawyer needing more money. He'd even offered to pay half. She'd declined, saying she had it handled. Dude, I think she never intended to file, he said. Why wouldn't she? Because, he paused, because she told me once that being married to me was her backup plan. If things didn't work out with you, at least she wouldn't be starting over completely alone. I felt sick. Meanwhile, the wedding fallout continued. My side of the family was understanding once I explained. Kayla's side was split. Some thought I overreacted, others were appalled she'd hidden this. The venue refused to refund anything, obviously. Same with most vendors. My parents and I ate about $15,000 in lost deposits, but honestly, worth every penny to not be married to someone who could lie so easily. But Qley wasn't done. Sunday night, she showed up at my apartment with her parents, full intervention mode. Her mom, Tom, sweetheart, let's be reasonable. Yes, Qley made a mistake, but calling off the wedding was extreme. She's married to another man. A technicality. Her dad, we're prepared to cover the annulment costs and reimburse you for the wedding deposits if you'll reconsider. There it was. They were worried about their reputation. No. Qley started crying again. Tom, please. I love you. I made one mistake. One mistake? You lied every single day for 6 months. You involved your friends in the lie. You were prepared to let me unknowingly break the law. That's not one mistake. That's hundreds of choices to deceive me. But I chose you. I came back to you. While married to someone else. Her mom tried again. Think of the embarrassment. Whose embarrassment? Mine? For being lied to? Or yours for raising a daughter who thought bigamy was acceptable? That ended the conversation. They left, but not before Qley screamed that I was ruining her life and being vindictive. Final update. The last 2 weeks have been a journey, but I'm finally ready to close this chapter. First, the Dimitri situation. After our conversation, he confronted Qley directly. She tried to spin it, saying she had been waiting for the right time to file. He wasn't buying it. He gave her an ultimatum. File within 48 hours, or he'd file himself and sue her for the costs. She filed. Turns out it really was that simple when she was properly motivated. But here's where it gets juicy. Remember how Dimitri mentioned his fiancée didn't know about the Vegas wedding? Well, Qley decided if she was going down, she'd take him with her. She messaged his fiancée on Instagram with photos from Vegas. His engagement imploded. He was furious and threatened to sue Qley for intentional infliction of emotional distress. He didn't. But the threat was satisfying to hear about. Meanwhile, Qley's public narrative was falling apart. Too many people knew the real story, and it started spreading. Her cold feet story morphed into complicated legal situation, which morphed into Tom overreacted to a prank that went too far. But the real kicker came last Tuesday. Remember Jenna? Qley's best friend who told me everything? Qley had cut her off completely, blamed her for ruining her life. Well, Jenna had kept receipts, specifically text messages of Qley admitting she didn't want to file the annulment because she liked having a backup husband and thought it was romantic in a twisted way to be married to her college love while engaged to me. Jenna posted the screenshots in response to one of Qley's Poor Me Facebook posts. The comments section exploded. Qley called me crying, begging me to make Jenna take them down. You've already humiliated me enough. I haven't done anything, Qley. Your actions have consequences. I just refused to be another one of your lies. I loved you. No, you loved what I represented. Stability, safety, a backup plan while you kept one foot in the past. That's not love. She hung up on me. As for me, I'm okay, better than I thought I'd be. My buddy offered me his cabin for a week, so I took some time off work and went fishing. Did a lot of thinking. Realized how many red flags I'd ignored because I was comfortable. The financial hit sucked, but I've started calling it tuition for a life lesson. My sister made me a cake last weekend that said, "Congratulations on not marrying a bigamist." Dark humor, but it helped. I've had a few people reach out, mutual friends who are team nobody, but wanted to check in. Apparently, Qley's been on a rampage, cutting off anyone who doesn't 100% support her version of events. Her bridesmaid group chat imploded when 2 of them defended Jenna. She's alienated most of her friend group by demanding loyalty tests. The annulment went through last week. Dimitri sent me confirmation. We've become weird pals through this whole thing. He's single, I'm single, and we've joked about starting a support group for guys who almost married Qley while she was married to someone else. Current membership, 2. Looking back, the signs were there. The way she'd changed the subject when Vegas came up. How she suddenly became too busy to deal with wedding paperwork around the same time. The fact that she wanted a small courthouse ceremony initially, then suddenly insisted on a big wedding when I mentioned my cousin, who's a judge, could officiate. She wasn't planning to file those papers until after we were married. She wanted the safety net of being legally married to Dimitri while socially married to me. When that plan fell apart, she panicked. I'm grateful to Jenna. That accidental text saved me from a marriage built on lies. We've actually become decent friends through this. She apologized 100 times for not telling me sooner, but I get it. She was in an impossible position. As for Qley, last I heard she's moving back to her parents' house, telling everyone who'll listen that I'm the villain who broke her heart over a meaningless mistake. But her audience is shrinking. Turns out people don't like being lied to. Who knew? I kept one thing from our relationship. The engagement ring. She threw it at me during one of her tantrums. I'm planning to sell it and use the money for a solo trip. Thinking New Zealand. Somewhere with no chapels. To everyone asking if I regret canceling the wedding so dramatically, no, not for a second. She had 6 months to come clean. She chose deception every single day. The fact that she was willing to let me commit a crime to save face tells me everything I need to know about her character. Dating is off the table for a while. I need to figure out why I ignored my instincts for so long. But I'm oddly optimistic. I mean, my next relationship has to be better, right? The bar is literally, don't be married to someone else, so achievable. Thanks for following this insane journey, Reddit. Remember, if your partner suddenly becomes weird about paperwork, wants to avoid certain topics, or their best friend accidentally texts you about secrets, maybe pay attention. And always, always verify they're not already married. Apparently that's a thing now.